Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So the last few episodes we've been doing this whole thing along our voidship, where the first of the series that happened was the Rogue Trader was trying to take a bath in his quarters, and blood filled the entire series of pipes and flooded our pool with blood. There was an investigation that happened. It turned out that some mutants had died. There was traitors on the ship or something along those matters. To find the traitors, we had to go to the Astropathic Chapel and get Zach to essentially go into the minds of everyone on the ship with a ritual that was really, really dangerous. That was the last episode. And in doing that, the warp essentially was waiting for him, or something was waiting in the warp for him. All we know now is that signs lead to the plasma drive chambers. And that's where we're going now, because we think that that's where they are. So, with that being said, that's the long and short of things. I'm going to try to go there and see what happens. I'm assuming this is going to be another wild goose chase that's going to lead to another series of events, but it has been a very interesting questline that I summed up very, very badly, so I do encourage you to go watch the previous episodes to see kind of what's going on, if you don't know. Ross, buddy, what kind of insulation is this supposed to be? If you kill us, Matthias will drag me back from beyond the grave just to give me an earful. Scrap this and start again. I will double check it. So that Matthias has been mentioned a few times now. Lord Captain. Oh, that's Einrich. Okay. Light from the Infernus Master's IO stick reveals that his surprised but amicable expression. Einrich's lip is split and a fresh bruise blossoming from his cheekbone. Lord Captain, I didn't expect to see you in this compartment. Are you on a stroll taking the sights of your domain? The blue glow of plasma is especially striking this time of the watch. You're the most mawkish infernus I've ever met, Master Montag. Your lordship, welcome. I'm Shift Foreman Niji, in charge of this section. If you need anything, I'm here to help. What are you doing here? I'm carrying out a routine drive inspection. The regulations require scheduled checks, and I make sure the insulation isn't weakened. The sensors haven't been tampered with, and reactor isn't about to blow anytime soon. Just business as usual. It is strange that the senior officer is conducting the inspection alone. According to regulations, there should be an entire squad of Inferni, and personal presence of the Infernus is necessary only in emergencies. Okay, so why are you really here? Found me out, have you? I'm not really here about a reactor, just a rumor that had gone to investigate plasma drive chambers, so I thought I'd make sure everything went smoothly. Your lordship is accustomed to associating with people of your rank, or officers at the very least, but here, this place is home to voidfarers of simple manners, whose clan customs may be unfamiliar to you. Our customs are decent ones. I'd rather boil myself in plasma than let anything happen to Lord Captain. No offense, Niji, but if you can even find 3 people in this bay who can give a report without turning the air blue, I'd gladly admit I was wrong. You're a good bunch, but I'd hate to see you insult his lordship with some foolishness and not even realize it. Well, thank you for that, Einrich. I'm just keeping an eye out, your lordship. Feel free to ask old Niji any questions you have. He knows the plasma drives like the back of his hand. That's right, your lordship. If something isn't to your liking, or if you find anything suspicious, come to me at once. So, Einrich, before we start, what happened to your face? A little gift to remember the enforcers by. We had a small disagreement. They thought they had the right to beat and starve innocent people while investigating the incident at your lordship's bath chamber. I thought their noses were too straight and they had too many teeth, so we politely exchanged opinions. An enforcer's baton is pretty sturdy, but not as thick as the skull of a hard and foiled infernus. I gave it to Jocasta. Her officers earned their rations. They clobbered you good. Huh. We'll have, they're not supposed to be doing that. We'll have a word with them. Niji, have you ever seen a symbol that looks like a serpent in front of a star? Somebody keeps daubing it on the equipment and bulkheads. If I find the scoundrels, I'll tear their hands off and send them to servitization. Some kind of sedation? I didn't know. If you see one of these, let me know. We'll try to find the artist. I've also seen it on some bulkheads, crates, stores. I assumed it was a mark of some small clan. Many voidsmen mark their workplaces with family symbols. So I want to know more about the bay. We are proud of our chambers. Power feeds the ship, main engine from here. There are other drives on the ship, but ours is the mightiest. That's to say, we do important work. Working with plasma is dangerous, but we have a good crew. Not too many incidents. The esteemed tech priests are satisfied with us. Machine spirits are all working as they should. Infer and I don't complain about us. We fix cracks in the reactor vessel on time. We fix leaks. Okay. So tell me about yourself. I'm a voidsman. Your lordship grew up on Footfall. Joined crew at 14. Spent my life on this bay. Raised no family and made no fortune, but I've climbed my way up the ranks. I don't know anything but my trade in this compartment. I am my trade in this compartment, Lord Captain. Alright. Let's go. Let's figure this out.
Embrace true power.
Reactor Attendant Overseer.
I am registering
Engine Seer.
137 violations of the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation here. Initializing enumeration. 1. Keep the screw thread as your augmented eye.
Oh no, not again. How do I turn him off? Anybody?
That sounds bad. Yes, I'm gonna loot Goblin for a second. I already found one symbol. So on one of the ships right here, you can just make out a faded symbol on one of the tiles, a serpent and a star. There appears to be someone's stash behind it, but the stash has long been abandoned. Okay.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
They praying? Goods right here. Cash note. All the scraps reads is received. Need more. Niji could probably help with that, but let's keep looking around.
My Auspex has detected something.
Oh, goods right here. Improvised Weber. We've gotten a Weber before, but I've not really used them because you need Eldari, Dukari, or Adeptus Astartes equipment. They have a kind of neat ability, it looks like. Targets hit by this area attack must pass an agility resistance or become immobilized at the end of the turn. Affected targets must pass agility resistance to remove it, or suffer direct damage equal to target's agility bonus. I mean, kind of interesting. Seems like it could do some damage, especially in the hands of Argenta. Because she has like 60 agility, so plus 6. So she could do some big AoE damages there. The Weber?
The world
I don't know.
trembles beneath my feet.
I wanted to go up here first. Anything? Nope, okay. So there's some servitor stuff here. Are the servitors turned off for a reason? Okay, more goods. Servitor replacement request. Esteemed Tech Priest Deltar. This is unacceptable. For the 10th time, you've sent us the same faulty servitors. It's over 2 weeks. We can't raise the lift that's been stuck on our platform M92M. That's because of your servitors. For the love of the throne, decommission these things if you can't fix them. Turn the servitor? We can turn them? Pitiful clanking sound. The servitor's claw is in the mechanism and begins to perform necessary manipulations. So they can hardly do that, it seems. Oh, I need to get this servitor working too, it seems. And now does the lift work? Maybe there's another one somewhere. Is one of these not supposed to be? On the thing? Yeah, they're necessary manipulation, so it must be like another servitor somewhere.
Intriguing.
Deck enforcers. Missed some loot over here. That's probably what's down there, so I don't know. Maybe I can talk to the engines here about this? Nope. What's going on with this? Oh, Miacidae and Einrich are here. So yeah, that's the goods there, but I'm curious about the cargo left. Like, how does it work? There we go. I'm not sure why that wasn't working before. It's a bunch of cargo. Tarnished Breachers Aquila. Target enemies within the wearer's area of attack suffer minus 10% dodge. Allies in the area have gained 10% dodge for 1 round. Backpack with armor-piercing ammo. Wearer's range attack inflict 3 levels of bleed on their target. Hey, Argy. I think this is better for you. Because emergency injector is just when wearer's wounds are reduced to 0, they don't fall unconscious, instead regain 3 wounds. We'll roll with it. So we found something for you, Niji. Hey guys, can we talk to him?
Does something trouble you, Lord Captain?
Yeah, you aren't talking to him. Why aren't we talking to him? There we go. How goes the search? There's an old cache under one of the serpent symbols. Think you found someone's secret stash. What was it? A moldy Nutribar? A few thrones? Workers often hide their belongings or banned items from the enforcers or covetous neighbors. Maybe someone marked their cache with a symbol to make it easier to find later. That's just what we need. More secret stashes. I hope there's nothing forbidden in it. Forgive me, your lordship, but voidsmen are simple folk. I've been trying to wean them off their grubby habits for years, but give them anything worth having and all they want to do is hide it in a hole like a rat. Show them the note. Found this in a cache. What's that? We've got smugglers on the loose. Who else would be hiding these strange messages? I'll have them all drawn and quartered on the turbine, I will. Now I'd like to find out what they're smuggling. Mind if I look? Need more? More what? Whoever wrote it, they didn't want anyone who wasn't in the know to understand. Using caches to exchange messages is a good way to keep things hidden from enforcers. That's how workers procure intoxicants and other items they're not supposed to have. There has to be another cache somewhere nearby. You never use the same one for both transfer and correspondence. Too risky. Well, I've never engaged in such business, I swear. I just heard that's how it's done. And the Weber. I found this cache marked with a serpent. Machine sparks shake me. A homemade weapon assembled right in this compartment. The markings are the same as those on the local machine parts. This is a very serious matter. It seems someone is plotting a riot and secretly building their own arsenal from scavenged materials right under our noses. Interesting. Nishi is right. This could get a whole bay executed. No wonder the scoundrels are so cautious. Well, let's capture whoever set up these caches and hid the weapons. To tell you the truth, I'm no good at hunting rule breakers. It's not what I do. You give the orders, and we will do it. Set up an ambush. Sooner or later, someone will come and check on them. These guys are smart. They'll spot the enforcers near the cache and stay out of sight, and your lordship will be spotted even quicker. So, what if we have your people lie in wait? I just wish I knew who to trust with it. Our villain could be anyone in the Bay crew. If we pick the wrong person, we'll blow the whole ambush. We need someone from outside who won't draw attention. So what about the Inferni then? We'll help. I have a few people in mind. Tough lads. I'll get them here and right away. So, let's do it. Consider the dirtbag caught. So 5 hours pass. That's all it took? He has a gun on his back, really? Have you lost something, friend? Let us give you a hand. The man kneeling before you has an ungainly build, a stubborn jaw, and a heavy gaze. He looks no different from any other worker in this compartment except for the tattoo on his forearm. It resembles a worm devouring a star. One of the Infernus workers is holding the Weber taken from the prisoner, exactly like the one that was in the cache. The weapon, hand it over. What you saw, keep it to yourself. Your cooperations with the enforcers will be noted. So we have an awareness that we can do study the prisoner. The pigment from the tattoo looks fresh, standing out starkly against the color from his skin, which means that it is a very recent addition. You look closely and notice a pair of scars at the base of his neck, suspiciously reminiscent of an almost healed bite. Who is this man? Shulf Galai, servant of the blessed lathe Beta 2 Diligence, low-ranking worker, easily replaceable, no apparent signs of mutation. Good work, Heinrich. Any of your people harmed? Thank you, your lordship. Not a scratch on us. He's a piece of work right enough, but he's no fuel compartment fire, more like sparkling cognitor. Sarback glares at him with visible jealousy, but Heinrich just keeps grinning smugly. So, prisoner, do you feel like talking yet? I've got nothing to say to you, heretic. So I'm the heretic. The prisoner gives you a smile of the man with the condemn. Alright. With a choking rage, Sourback grabs Maul from her belt and rasps, "Allow me, Lord Captain, please." Or me, Heinrich's menacing scowl has robbed him of a friendly charm. I'd be happy to oblige. Well, I have a few words for him. I'm the heretic, am I? Either fear has robbed him of reason, or is a very skewed perspective. The prisoner jerks as if trying to point at you with his tied hands. You're a false believer, a fake captain. You're leading people into the gloom of heresy, away from salvation. Argenta exhales hoarsely. Damn you all, disorders of holy words. His soul is pale, almost colorless, but alien hues have seeped into it, unthinkable and insane. They came from without. Watch your tongue, peasant. You're in the presence of the rogue traitor. Terrorize me, torment me, gratify your rotten heart, heretic. Know the strength of the martyr spirit, and come to fear it. His eyes flash as he gives you an inviting, gap-toothed smile. You know what? Neither of you get to do this. I'll do it myself. As you command, although I believe the zealot will require some effort. Questioning fanatics is a long and exhilarating process. No, it's very quick if you know what you're doing. Abelard grumbles, and once again the Lord Captain is doing his subjects' work for them. Dirty, bloody work. Torture them as they tortured you. I know the true meaning of torment. Allow me to educate you. Anguish of your distant past resurfaces in your mind. You know how to make flesh suffer. And so you make it suffer, your handiwork, revivaling all that you know of your former torturers. Sourback bites her lip as she stares at you and the writhing man. You were a good student. The man whimpers incoherently but grits his teeth. Your song, I hear it. I won't break. Not much longer, your lordship. Idira, how about you acquaint him Idira, acquaint this man with what lies beyond the veil of reality. Idira lays her hands on the prisoner's temples, looks him in the eyes, and opens her mouth. The shadow in the room The shadows in the room dart back and forth, and an unnatural, discordant wave of noise bursts from the psyker's lips. The man's body shudders, his breathing turns ragged, his face contorts into a grimace of pain and horror. Blood trickles from his nose, and a few minutes later, she staggers back to you. He's had enough. If I go any harder on him, his brains will roll up and crawl out of his nostrils. And honestly, I've had enough too. Better stop now before we wind up with some warp spawn on our hands. A gurgling sob falls from the man's lips. See, that wasn't so bad. I'll talk. The prisoner is ready to cooperate, your lordship. Sourback looks at him with a radiant smile. So who do you serve? The cult of the Ravenous Star, the true believers, the righteous, purest congregation, those who hear the songs of his angel. This angel, is that the old sorcerer who appeared before me and promised my demise? Did he brainwash you all, or is this someone else leading you? Old sorcerer? No, the angel is not the woeful human form. He is splendor. He is visage divine, inspired of the many-armed emperor. You faithless one were granted the honor of gazing upon the Magus, our good shepherd, our messenger. If you beheld our angel, you would scratch out your own brain out. You would scratch your own brain out through your eye sockets, for you would realize the depths of your wickedness before him. Many-armed. Blast it, Lord Captain, we are dealing with an extremely dangerous Xeno cult that excels in hiding among humans. What do you know about our enemy? Very little. As per regulations, even the Master at Arms passes on special instructions to their successor. Instructions that more resemble disturbing tales. Some of them mention genetic cults, covert clans, cliques, and sects that all that share one trait in common: Xenos infestation. These things pass them off as ordinary people, as rabble or preachers, corrupting new groups. They pray to their unholy idol, which they often refer to as their many-armed emperor. They create ever-growing families and produce offsprings, hideous at first, but with each new generation, more and more human in appearance, and then they rise up. Why the many-armed emperor? Their arms, Lord Captain. These Xenos have more arms than normal. They twist and pervert our faith, probably for the sole reason that it gives them blasphemous pleasure. So why do they choose to act among rabble specifically? Why not like aristocrats or something? The lower decks have plenty of dark corners for the Xenos to lie in wait. Commoners are too dull-witted and spineless to identify the threat before it is too late, and at the same time they are dull-witted and spineless enough to serve as cannon fodder to be thrown into the cult's enemies when the uprising begins. That makes sense. So what's their objective? Power, bloody sacrifice to their god. Their end goal is always mutiny. They can prepare for many generations, accumulating weapons and numbers until one day they attack. That is their day of revelations, the apotheos of their profane faith. They think that one day their blasphemous star children will descend from the void and elevate their worshippers. Okay. So back to the prisoner. In lieu of answering, Sourback grims noddly, lost in troubling thoughts. So, how did they recruit you? In particular, I believed, I found him, I bowed to him. His angel's kin granted me a revelation. It entered my flesh. It let me join the congregation. Oh. So I wish to know everything about your vile cult. We believe in the many-armed emperor, he who waits for his children cast out into the unknowable abyss. He is kind, merciful. He uproots tyrannies of evil. He sends his angel to the righteous and an angel's kin to follow. The man lowers his gaze with an expression of surprise. It seems he has described his paltry religion in its entirety. This is a pawn, a mindless tool. He was brainwashed and forced into submission. He's not even a distributor of ideology. He was merely fed the rudiments, and without trusting him with anything important, they sent him out to serve and die. So what are you plotting? A mutiny? Death. Yours. Even broken, he musters a spiteful sneer. Fake captain. The faithful are already aiming for your heart. I was ordered to stockpile weapons, so that when the fateful hour comes, the righteous would not stand unarmed. I wouldn't say that these improvised webbers are that much better than fighting with bare hands, but Until we are done with the cleanup, every enforcer will carry a combat knife fit for cutting through nets. So where are you hiding? Where are your leaders? In a sanctuary, a tomb for heretics, a quiet place. The dynastic crypt. The vermin have infiltrated the crypt for holding the bodies of the worthiest servants of the dynasty. No one is allowed save for the Lord Captain's personal retinue, and they dared. But how? The crypt's defenses are impenetrable. Well, I assume that's where we're going next, folks. Yes, your lordship. We must attack now while we still have the element of surprise. I will lead the strike force, but I will require your presence and Confessor Adalbert's help. Fierce machine spirits guard the dead. They won't let an armed troop pass without a direct command from the rogue trader and the ring of the ship's confessor. I will meet you at the doors. And this vile scum, with your permission, I'll throw it out of the airlock. I doubt he'll be of any farther use. Yeah, out the airlock. It will be done, your lordship. I mean, he's already infested with something. No use keeping him around. And, how do I get out of here? Probably over here.
Unexplored.
I wish there was a way to, like, just get out. Hey, Jocasta. Escort me. No. I don't know how to get out. Where is out? This looks right. That's a deck enforcer, so maybe over here? Out. Voidship bridge. Not sure why that wasn't appearing on the map. It's been acting wonky. So let's go to the crypt. Yeah, I'll take the same people. Although I'm not sure taking Cassia and Idira is a great idea, just because I have a feeling we're going to be dealing with more warp instabilities, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Man, there is so much space junk on the way to... I'm not saying this is space junk because it is an interesting story, but there's so much stuff on the way to dealing with these planets. Like, so much extra story. That I guess this is... technically... like... you don't have to do it, but... Adalbert, what do you got to say here, bud? Heed me, or guardian spirits. We have come to punish a great desecration. Heresy has made it into the lair of the dynastic crypt and disturbed the peace of our honored dead. I beg you to perform the ritual of unsealing and allow us passage. Hand-shaped panel opens the altar of unsealing. The panel is lined with sharp spikes. Oh, of course. Lord Captain, we now require your blood. The crypt will not open without the rogue trader's genetic signature. Master Arms, are your people ready? Ready as never before, your lordship. They are incensed by this profane intrusion and eager to exterminate the menace before the eyes of our departed ancestors. My enforcers will secure this side sections to the crypt to prevent any flanking attacks. Let's go. I love how the eagle's just at the ready. The panel's mechanical teeth sting your flesh, and you feel your blood trickling down small ducts into the altar's bowels. You hear a click, and the crypt doors open with a piercing creak. Beyond them, you see nothing but darkness. Sacrilege. The hollowed crypt must remain illuminated at all times to drive away the shadows from the place of the ancestors' final repose. This was all done on purpose. I'm sure of it. Our coming is expected. Vanguard, provide the Lord Captain with a Luminaire servo skull. She gives you a surprisingly easy smile and bows. Take care, your lordship, and watch out for dark corners. Move out for House von Valencius. I think that's the first time she smiled.
For the Emperor! I'll show you how it's done. Moving out.
Go, go, go!
Absent!
Why do I have a feeling most of them aren't coming back? Oh, he's here. Oh. Your lordship, wait. There's been... Damn it, I'm too late. I meant to report an active sabotage. They've cut off the promethium supply to the crypt's lighting. You're walking into an ambush. I mean, we have to go. Whether through darkness or well-lit halls, we're going in. I fear we might be underestimating the enemies. The Enforcers have already done it once. I, the Infernus Guild, would like to join you in this fight, if you would have us. To get inside, the aberrations would have to make a passage for themselves somewhere in the crypt's perimeter. No one knows the maintenance tunnels better than us. We couldn't find this breach and attack the enemy from the rear. I doubt a few workers armed with axes and torches would make much of a difference, but we'd be honored to die in your name. Then arm yourselves properly. A torch seems like a poor weapon indeed. Depends on who's wielding it. The Infernus Guild is banned from taking up arms. Our clan is branded because our ancestors were rebels. The station is where we originally hail from. It once rose against Lady Theodora's predecessor. The traders were killed and the rest of the station was left stranded in the void to die without air or water. Out of those who repented, the rogue trader selected 1,000 who were allowed on board. Those who spared became the Infernus Guild, repairmen, firefighters, those who bear the brunt of any disaster and are the first to die. That was our penance. It's been centuries and still we die, not just because our duty demands it, but because we atone for what our ancestors did. The Enforcers keep reminding us about it, and if they see an armed Infernus, they'll execute them on the spot. Such was the Captain's will. Well then, I remove you the brand of shame and carry weapons and die for the ship. I mean, it's a situation of I need all hands on deck there's guy. His eyes widen in astonishment. I would never have dared to ask you, Lordship. We'll live up to the expectations. I swear it. Those who die today will die smiling. Today's a great day for our people. Go! Arm yourselves and go! The Infernus Master and his people leave the hall. The doors of the crypt are open. It's time to step into the darkness. Yeah, get your stuff. Go, go, go. You know, they said they gave me something for light. I'm not seeing it, though. Okay. Maybe my servo skull just can do light now?
Embrace
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
power.
Door. Gates have been blocked to cut off all possible escape routes for heretics and enforcers alike. They will not be open until a victory has been secured. So I assume I have to go this way. There is some light. Oh, there are servitors in here. The fact that, you know, the other servitors kind of woke up makes me feel kind of bad for the servitors in here. Like, what happens if they woke up and then went, oh, I'm in here now. I know we're not supposed to disturb the dead, but what if they're hiding in the coffins? Needle pistol shells are scattered across the floor. They do not belong to the realm of this tranquil glory. Okay, I guess we're just looting the dead. Master Duelist Glove. Whenever the wearer scores a critical hit with a range attack, their next attack against any target automatically hits and cannot be parried or dodged. Hey, RG. What gloves do you have now? The recoil gloves. Those are good. Those will be good on someone else, okay. I was just thinking, like, there's some use for those in a few different places. I don't trust these servitors. Remember of the deeds of the hero who died to protect the Lord. Captain, here lies Wolfgang of Jester. Okay. There are large footprints of dust. 2 feet are different shapes, one human, other clawed and mutated.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Here we go, and examine. A black viscous substance resembling partially dried saliva is slowly eating through the surface of the monument. That sounds lovely. Skull gives in, something clicks beneath it. Somewhere in the dark passage has opened. I'm gonna go back and see if that was anywhere I've been.
I tread a path unexplored.
Was that servitor here before? Like, I do not trust this. And that was sealed before. Gotcha. Well, there's blood all over the floor, too. The servitor is gone. Fresh pools of blood and embalming fluid drip down into some grooves on the floor. Look like they were left by monstrous claws. Oh, lovely. Arch-militant Mort. Love you, Mort. Saved my butt a few times. I'm guessing this is the passage that opened. Gate does not yield. Okay.
The world will bow.
Okay, hi bear. Come on, come on, come on. Kind of excited to see what's in here.
Seize the opportunity.
So there's some goods over here. Breacher's armor. Medium armor. Perception. Base armor property plus 7%. So this would bring it up to a 52 armor and plus 10 perception. Then an old key. Let's go. Hey Pascal, is this actually better for you? Technically. Or Imperium. So on Argenta this would be better. I thought she had lower Imperium. It's a slight upgrade for Artie. It's actually a better upgrade for Abelard. Because he has less of a dodge penalty. And it ups his perception, it ups his armor. So he'll take less damage. I like him being in heavy armor, but the fact that he's in medium armor means he can also dodge more now. We'll take it. Above the 100 different names to engrave an inscription to all who made the highest sacrifice in the dynasty and paid with their life, honor, and name, I will remember you. Okay. Anything else in here? Hi, Mr. Servitor. We got a key.
Embrace true power.
I'm assuming I'm going to need to come back here. Because we got that key. Wait. Why is there a repair here now?
Operation successful.
Oh, that's why. For the door. Doesn't say what the old key is for, but we might want it for something. Barry, we just got your food, sweetheart. Nope, okay. Just wanted pets. We'll see if it unlocks anything in the main crypt hall. I didn't see anything that needed a key. I am tempted to backtrack, but we'll just see. Oh, forward, faithful, pure. I didn't see the rest. Oh, 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 oh. Are those what I thought I saw? This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Neophyte fighter. Aberrant. Neophyte fighter. Tyranids. Yep. I was wondering if we were going to fight Tyranids. Frickin' gene stealers. It's only gene stealers, though. Okay. The rest are kinda mutated by Tyranid genetics, but gene stealers alone are bad. Aberrant, despite the fact that I played Tyranids in the past, were not a thing that I remember. And then he is Magos of the Ravenous Star. Okay. This is really cool, though. Like, I really like them. Kind of remind me of Hive Fleet Tiamat. What I'm not sure about is why they have a knife in their hand when those claws are their main weapon. Because those claws can rip through Space Marine armor. Scything claws. Wasn't it rending talons? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I played, so it might have changed, but I really do not remember them having daggers. Unless these ones aren't, like, fully mutated gene stealers and are just, like, partial gene stealer, partial human still. And in which case, like, their claws aren't fully developed. What's the aberrant here do? Heavy industrial hammer, 25 damage. Not the worst thing in the world. And then just a few gunners. Okay. What do we need there? We already got food. The cats are begging for their treats. And it's like, no, it's not time for the treats yet. Don't try to gaslight me into saying it's treat time. Alright, let's get this started. I wish we could, see a little bit more on these guys. You can kind of see they're turning into the Tyranid-like look, I suppose. And this is just chain axe, cult ambush. What's this gonna do? You never know what a gene stealer cultist is capable of until they do it, or until you get too close. So they are just gene stealer cultists. Okay. So this wheel thing is not going to be cover. That's going to be rough. Magos and then a gene stealer goes. So I can shove her up here. I think the main character can go here and then pop these two. No, Abelard, let's go over here, because I have a stupid plan. An idea, let's just go here for now, because we need to move people into cover. So, we're going to buff Argenta out the butt here. So we're going to take aim.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Voice to command her. That way she gets extra stats. Air of Authority for extra AP. And then we are going to bring it down.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Then if I burst fire over here, I was hoping to be able to take this guy out.
Faith without deeds.
Which it seems we very much did. I can then
I will not.
Furious Recital. I was really hoping to be able to, I can run and gun and then take out a neophyte fighter or something. It's auto hit. Oh wait, Stronghold of the Aberrations. Why do I have a bad feeling about that? Who goes, like, next?
Doubt is
You're
for the
next on the list of people that are close to me.
Emperor's
That
judgment.
should get me versatility. And then we're gonna set up some stuff here. So I want rear over here because I have a few. Out of curiosity, I can't even use that as cover. I can use this side as cover though. So I'm gonna try to set rear up
I'm a
over here.
navigator, not a servitor.
Back line. Maybe move up to here.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
And then we're gonna want front line like right here. So things take more damage and have Abelard charge into the aberrant. And then Cassia can move right
I
here
have read tomes
into
of
the
military tactics.
rear. Uh-oh. Okay, Argenta. I move right here. I can do the Blasty Blast. I want to hit the Neophyte Hybrid Marksman, taking him out, and that might also do damage to the coffer in the back. I should do Revel at the Slaughter for the plus ballistic skill and crit damage.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor...
Bop. Well, that doesn't hurt the Stronghold of Aberrations at all. A natural solidity made of solid stone can only be damaged by potent telekinetic powers only, like Magus's telekinetic explosion. Creature has already been attacked by the Midstern Priest. Okay. But it can damage us. Interesting. Okay.
I refuse.
And then... I was gonna say, I could do Wildfire for an extra shot. We can hit the Neophyte Fighter. We can hit both of them, actually. So let's just Wildfire for the extra shot so I don't lose a ballistic skill. Take the Neophyte Fighter over here down. Melt him. And then... I can take that sniper down over there. So let's do Firearm Mastery.
His will made manifest.
And pop one on Neophyte Hybrid Sniper. I think we melted them. Gunner.
This is unacceptable. As the Emperor...
Marksman. Oh, if I move there, I can't do what I want. Hit the gunner right here.
Doubt is for the weak. Strike is a prayer.
Get the fighter right here.
Commands.
Take the Neophyte Marksman out right here.
Faith without...
Will I like two-shot the Aberrant?
As the Emperor can escape the...
Well, they're not a problem anymore. Somehow I can hit this Neophyte Fighter. Not sure exactly how. But they're out of the picture now. I really want to hit this marksman here, but then I hit Cassia. And I can't exactly hit anyone else here, to my knowledge.
That is not.
So we're going to just use... Are we in confident approach? We're not. So I suppose we'll do confident approach and end our turn so we don't hurt anyone by accident. And then I can just hit this neophyte guardsman. Don't I have a thing now if I take them out with Claim the Bounty? They just go... I get a bonus or something. Or my next hit's a critical hit. Yeah, that's what it is. That being said, though, like, I have nothing to critical hit now. RG kinda...
Those who sacrifice.
Oh, that's a burst fire. Holy hell.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Idira, can you, like, blow this thing to Kingdom Come?
What is this foreboding?
Oh, cannot target adjacent enemies. So we can hurt them.
Will do.
With potent psychic telekinetical. Oh. Well, I screwed that one. Psychic Shriek might have been able to damage it, but I doubt it.
Anything
Maybe where it hurts? I don't think Abelard's going to be able to get where I want him to. But we can still try to charge.
Indeed.
Or we can get him right up with the Gene Stealer. It's a defensive stance. Endure. And then we're going to stalwart defense these guys.
High momentum.
I suppose we'll go up this way. Hey, already Machine Spirit Communion. Then... Oh, wrong button. We want Joint Analysis so everyone does more damage. And hey, Birdie, can you land where I want you to? Do Blinding Strike? You can. So Blinding Strike on the Gene Stealer. I doubt I can do the other thing, though. We actually can, and hit the Gene Stealers again. Good job, Birdie. The fact that those get so many shots is frightening. Oh, more come out of them, huh? That's not a good sign. Well... even if I turn this way, we don't hit them, okay. Let's nuke these two.
If you
Lidless Stare doesn't even hurt those. I mean, I guess it did warn us. Glimpse of Fate on RG. Then... take aim on her. Just for the characteristic bonuses on Pascal. and bring it down on RG.
It's a job for the serfs.
We can burst fire these two.
As the Emperor commands.
And that'll be that.
Don't you need the breathing, navigator?
Oh. I guess one good hit and it goes down. And we kind of fought the Gene Stealer toe-to-toe in one. Kind of missed some of that because of the angling. RG. We're gonna go right here for now. Too much health on that marksman. Too much health on any of them. So what we're gonna do is we're going to controlled shot.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
They really have... Yeah, I'm gonna try to take out the Gene Stealer here. 10 shots at 10 damage. So let's wildfire that. I thought we'd be doing more damage. There we go. And then we can run and gun. Get to like right here. And we'll pop the sniper in the head.
You, my Emperor!
Well, my chance at taking out more of these things just went down.
Only the faithful will ascend.
Momentum.
Abelard.
At your beck and call.
That's not what I wanted to do. Click the wrong button, but that's fine.
A tactically sound approach.
Got closer and more guys came out. Oh, the Furnace Workers, great. So we're going to slash the...
Rather not. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Yes, there's a suitable path.
Someone else can do this.
What do you mean there's no suitable path? I just go to the opposite area, right? So I go from here to here.
I'm not interested.
How does that not work?
Seneschal's job?
Excuse me. Dashes through the enemy. Unless I just can't dash through them for whatever reason. Okay. Whatever. Just hit him.
Once you a target.
Who goes next? The marksman right there. We're gonna taunt him. There we
At
go.
your beck and call.
And then get to the stalwart defense there.
Reward us.
Oh, we got the net cannon on ourselves. That's great. Pascal. Can we do soaring from...
Encompasses are not that universal.
Let's obstruct vision. I want strafe. Go from like here to here, hit both of them. Looks like that works. 1 and 2. And then we go up here.
Activate.
We're gonna blast the marksman.
Function successfully terminated.
And then I don't think we can do much else. We might... Well, how does a shield actually function? Does it say? It doesn't. I'm assuming I'm just going to need them to do something. Or I need to destroy all the aberrations there. We'll see. But we'll end that turn for now. Those burst fires are just taking me out.
The true believers will inherit all.
Moving out.
Oh, maybe I just need to get into there to start hurting him.
Stay vigilant. Break their morale.
Onward.
Well, I mean, looks like they're doing the job pretty well. Could you do littlest at this thing and maybe hurt it? Looks like that affects it.
Do not dare ask.
I mean, that hits it.
Not a servitor.
So it looks like it's going to explode on its next turn. I'm not sure you're going to get to RG, but give her an extra turn,
Insist, Lord Captain.
and then boom boom. I think that's the last... Oh, there's an aberration right here that I didn't notice. Shoot. Can I give you an extra turn? No.
Were possible.
Well, shoot. Well, he just took them out. That's great. Hey, RG? You go right here. Can you do any damage to him? It looks like you can. I'm gonna try something stupid here.
Move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
And try to hit him.
Why I was chosen.
That works. So, if we do wildfire, we get to shoot again.
Doubt is for the weak.
You can also do Revel and Slaughter for the extra crit damage. And then 10 shots go at him.
As the Emperor commands.
I can then run and gun him. Go right here.
Bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
And do this again.
As the Emperor
RG carried this fight.
the Emperor's judgment.
Soaked tribute.
Only got through because of RG. Magus of the Ravenous Star. The old man before you resembles a human being, but the scaly, bony growths growing from the bridge of his nose to the top of his bloated, hairless head. The grotesque cheekbones and the black claws on his meaty fingers leave no doubt that this creature is a genetic aberration. He utters in a creaking voice, black spittle spraying from his mouth. He was part Tyranid. You have spilt the blood of the congregation. You have offended the purest of his chosen children. You heretic. The creature's last words elicits a nervous laugh from the nearby enforcers. The irony of this embodied perversion of the human form accusing you of heresy is not lost on them. The confessor whispers a quiet prayer. The master at arms is watching the old man's every moves, her lips twisted in contempt. Adalbert, how much of the crypt has been desecrated? The accursed spawn has disrespected the spirits of the dead, but thankfully they did not have enough time to wreak much destruction as they could have. Many tomes are disturbed, but what's most outrageous, they sought to despoil Lady Theodore's urn. After her ladyship's cremation, her ashes were made into a magnificent relic, an example of resilience and purity. One of the heretics dare laid claim to it. Abelard stares at the gem with crestfallen expression. His lip twitches as if he was struggling against a new wave of grief or else enraged at the thought of someone else so heinously violating her rest. He forces himself to look away without saying a word. The sight of the gem takes Idira's breath away. You catch her quiet whisper, "She's beautiful, even in death she shines on." Do all rogue traders turn into gemstones? No, not all. Tradition demands that the Lord Captain's bodies be burned so that no one could use samples of their tissue or blood to gain access to the ship's systems that require rogue traders' genetic imprint. Lady Theodora once voiced her desire to be turned into a stone. I know this is gonna sound bad, but I would rather have it in my safekeeping so that no one else disturbs it, rather than have it here where someone has obviously gotten their hands on it. We've proven that that is not a safe bet, so henceforth this relic shall remain in my keeping. Such as your lordship's wish, I see deep symbolism in this duty. So we got her gemstone, which persuasion increased by 9. That's not the biggest buff, but the ashes of the other imminent dead whose rest was disturbed will be transferred to the reliquary chapel. The rites of redemption will be held day and night. Thousands of the ship's crew will be allowed to kneel before the relics and pray before the Lord Captain's health and the dynasty's prosperity. Alright. Master at Arms. Strike forces have cleared the side sections of mutants. The freaks fought like madmen, but they could not match the skill of the Von Valencia's enforcers. Once victory was secured, our pursuit units made sure that none would escape. Our flame squads are now in the process of purging the crypt. All degenerates are confirmed dead. Alright, well, I pardon the You did your job. You've proven yourselves. Thank you for restoring our honor, Lord Captain. And Heinrich, I see you found the hole which the mutant scum wormed their way inside. We have. This discovery costs the guild 68 souls. It was crowded in those tunnels. They set the monsters on us. But few things can scare someone who has seen fire in the arsenal bay. Sourback casts a hostile look at the auto pistol on Heinrich's belt, but says nothing. Well then, let's see what the ringleader has to say. Meanwhile, he's still there bleeding out. I thought he was dead. You shall perish in the cold void. Your heart shall beat its last under the light of the uncaring stars. Your lungs shall become trees of ice within your chest. You shall never receive the grace of the many-armed emperor. I don't care about him, so I don't care. The old man calls a curse after curse upon you, after which spiteful satisfaction. I have words to say to you as well, heretic. Every beast akin to you shall perish in flames of purgation. Their hearts will burn away, and their lungs shall boil until their chests burst. You promise us death, we already are cutting through your vicious spawn. I'm gonna nudge one of his wounds with the toe of my boot. Go on, torture me, I'll endure it all day. My time may be up, but you're all doomed. I will gladly spit in the words of truth in your face, and they will burn you like acid. In death I will ascend to the host of pure voices. I will await the day will you will pay for the shed blood of his children. So, I hate to be the bearer of news to you, but if you're with the Tyranids, they could care less about your death. You are just meat to them. So is that you I saw in the vision? I am the herder of the pure. The many-armed emperor has blessed my mind with the ability to behold him, and I guided his children until you came. So that was him, okay. Their loathsome tribe has spawned a sorcerer, no doubt to help them brainwash more victims and swell the cult's rank. So are you mutant or Xenos? We are pure, we are congregation. That's kind of what I expected from him. You will never understand. You are inferior. Your genes are woven of feebleness and misery. We are the new curve of the spiral. We are one. We are strong. That's Tyrannid genes speaking. This statement is false. Only the true flesh is perfect. You are a scrap of ignorant meat. This is vaunted genetic perfection, which you are not. Will be ground into nothing but cogs of the Omnissiah. So why did you make your crypt here? None wander in here. We are free to offer our prayers without fear of discovery, and the sight of dead heretics was pleasing. Trampling on your bones was a righteous act, and that's why I ordered the pure to sunder the walls of your bone vault and make this place a sanctuary for the congregation. Demolition test succeeded. You glance a gaping hole in the adamantine bulkhead. It's almost unbelievable that the mutants were able to make a hole like that. They would have required truly powerful industrial equipment, not the kind that can be easily assembled or stolen, but gene stealers can just kind of rip that apart. Just saying. Now I see why so many inspectors in the adjacent compartments had accidents. So who's the many-armed emperor? The true god who comes through the void to us, his devout children. The universe is an abyss of horrors, and only he can save us, but you are not, vile heretics. You are doomed. So I've had enough of this. What can we do to him? The many-armed emperor cometh, the true god shall avenge us, and when he does, I will... And then a sing of doom sings, silenced by a kick from the master at arms. Oh, Joe Casta never change. Oh, and then we just burn them. Cool. Can't make that into a thumbnail, but no. Maybe the Gene Stealer burning pile? I didn't think we would actually see Tyranids in this. That is so cool. We leveled up again. And then... I'm not oh, there is a bunch of loot, so we'll take what we can here. Shredder shotguns. There's some goods here. Not sure that anything useful based on what we found, but... Oh, Bio Dagger. Each attack with this dagger increases damage by +1 until the end of combat. And Blood Burner. Every hit from this pistol increases damage over time. Effects suffered by the target by +5. Does not stack. Huh. I could see those being really good. Maybe it's time to start putting Cabela into single target stuff. That sniper rifle is not any better than what I had. I told you to loot this guy. Come on. There's a normal Weber. I'm kind of interested in using those as well, but kind of there. Oh, there's goods right here, too, on this thing. Just... Looks like a stick of dynamite. Physaline deals 20 to 40 energy damage with 10% armor pen and pushes targets 3 cells back. Bunch of more Webers. These I can just throw over here. And Mazoa pattern autogun. I don't need this many Webers. Chain axes I don't really care about. Yep, all that junk.
Powers unseen.
None of you guys.
My path.
So I have that old key. I will probably look around for what that does in the next episode, because I am very interested in knowing what this is for. So I will have to leave myself a note to like look around for whatever the heck that does. And then we'll pick up from here next time, because it looks like we can finally continue and keep going towards Kavia Gamma, which is the goal. I want to get to Kavia Gamma and do that world. It just looks like there's so much extra lore and stuff on the way to these worlds that I would feel bad about skipping out on, because a lot of this is cool. So I'd like to do that. And we'll pick up from there and have some fun. I'll do the level in the next episode as well. Because that is level 24? Wow, we're actually up there already. Wow. And, yeah. That's kind of hard to believe. So, I suppose that'll be it for this time. So, as always, wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please, have a good one.